guys, and welcome back to another lip balm review. This one's a bit of a weird one. It's another one from Taste Beauty. And this one is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yes, like the cereal. This comes from the cereal pack. I am very, very intrigued to see what on earth this is gonna smell and or taste like. I feel like this would not be the easiest thing in the world to replicate, so expectations are low, admittedly. Hopefully they won't be too far a mile off, but we'll see. So, format-wise, obviously, a stick. Packaging-wise, I like this color blue on the tube. This is really pretty. And then it just looks like what all's on the cover of the box, including the creepy little anthropomorphic squares, like from the commercials. They creep me out. I don't know why, but anyway. It is synthetic, so there's that. I don't think it's limited edition. I think you can still find this one. Dropped it. It is part of a set, although, much like with the Nestle's set, there are different versions of it. I think you can even find this individually, but there's like 3 packs, there's 4 packs, 6 packs, 8 packs, and what is this one? This one is 9 pack. So, there's that. My nose is itchy. Okay, so, mine's part of a 9 pack. The amount of product is 0.12 ounces, so not quite standard stick amount, because standard stick amount is 0.15, so that kind of sucks. Shelf life is 12 months after opening, so it's a bit short, but this is a kid's lip balm. What do you really expect that much? Plus, little kids have a tendency to not have the cleanest mouths, so it's probably a good idea to have something with a short shelf life and be like, yeah, that needs to go out. Price-wise, these are very, very, very cheap. Almost all Taste Beauty lip balms are. I say almost. The figural ones are another story. But just the stick ones are generally pretty cheap. Sturdiness-wise, there's no wiggly turn wheel. But the cap leaves a lot to be desired. It does not really click on. I mean, it audibly clicks, but it doesn't actually click into place to stay put. So it's kind of weird. And it's kind of thicker plastic, too. It's not even that flimsy, so I don't quite understand what the deal is here. No special features, no SPF, no indication, so let's see how this baby smells. Interesting interpretation. Okay. Something about this it shares in common with most of the Nestle's pack, which is weird because there's no chocolate in this. But there is definitely a heavy emphasis on cinnamon. It's hard to say whether it's artificial or not, so good job to them that I can't quite tell which side of the line it falls on. It's a little bit vague with that, but it's kind of like when you walk into a craft store around Christmas time and you find those bags filled with scented pine cones that smell like cinnamon. That's what this smells like, actually. Not quite the kind of cinnamon I would think to put on my mouth, but apparently we're doing that. And that is about all it smells like. No graininess to it, nothing, just cinnamon. Okay. Putting it on, seeing how it is. Ooh, it does have a flavor. Ooh, tastes good, actually, surprisingly. Is it cinnamony? No, it's just like sugary, which, if you've ever had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it's not wrong. So, doesn't taste like the cereal whatsoever, and frankly, it doesn't smell like it either, so it kind of fails at that. It does smell like cinnamon, granted, pinecone cinnamon, but it's still cinnamon, so it's partly correct, but not really for what this is supposed to be at all. But it does smell good, so I'm not complaining entirely. There's no color payoff to this one. It's not like the chocolate ones where it turns your lips purpley brown. This is just wax colored, so there's that. Thickness-wise, I would say medium bordering on thick. And the consistency itself feels like it's very creamy. It's got a lot of body to it, which I like. It's a little bit tacky, but mostly just creamy and smooth and silky. So no real complaints about how it feels. Does it feel moisturizing? It doesn't feel terrible. It just doesn't feel very helpful. It feels like a little kid lip balm, which is mostly just to smell and taste good. So I'm sure it's better than having nothing on it all, but it probably won't do a whole hell of a lot for you. Just real talk. Shine factor, it does have that going for it, so I like that. I'm gonna check the drink test. Should be interesting, though. Thinner, but not completely thinned out. Therefore, giving it the point, it passed the drink test, because it's still there to some degree. Maybe about 50%, but it's still there to some degree. So, wow factor... no. Frankly, no. I don't dislike it, but there's nothing wowish about this either, so not giving it that point. So what am I going to rate it? Amount of product is low for what it is, so 1 point for that. Sturdiness of the cap concerns me, so point off for that. The scent doesn't really match what it's supposed to be. I mean, it's a form of cinnamon, but it's not really Cinnamon Toast Crunch by any stretch of the imagination, so point off for that. Doesn't feel particularly helpful in the moisturization department. And no wow factor. So that leaves us with a 5 out of 10. Certainly not great. It's not the worst, but I don't know. I would say unless you want your lips to smell like a craft store at Christmas time, you probably could skip this one and never miss it. But if that description appeals to you, knock yourself out. It's not terrible. It does taste good. But, I mean, don't expect it to smell or taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, because it doesn't on any freaking planet. So, there's that. So, anyway, that is it from me for this one. So, as usual, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts. They're all listed down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So, anyway, guys, till next time. Bye-bye.